At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is prevent, promote, protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg has a brand new list of daily specials. Monday, stop on in for burger night or enjoy a nice juicy steak every Tuesday and Wednesday. The Palace Lounge also offers freshly steamed shrimp Thursdays and chef specials every Friday and Saturday. Sunday is all-day breakfast and there are drink specials daily too. So come enjoy the Palace Lounge. You can find them on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard.
This is Matt Miller, along with my wife, Dale.
As homeowners, we've been through the mortgage process several times, and each time we went to Mark and Cheryl Savitt at the Mortgage Center.
They treat you like family with personal one-on-one service, walking with you through the process from application to settlement.
Plus, low interest rates and closing costs.
The Mortgage Center is on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Phone 304-267-9040.
Or online at mortgagefinancing.com. NMLS number 237527, equal housing lender. Remember that last trip to the auto mechanic?
I also think your solenoid gasket is bad.
What?
Yep, that'll be another $500.
Forget that and go to D&N Auto Specialist at 230 Tavern Road, Martinsburg, where honesty is their best policy. Serving the Eastern Panhandle since 1974, D&N Auto is family-owned and operated, specializing in exhaust alignments and tires. From general maintenance to major overhauls, they'll treat you right. Call D&N Auto Specialist at 304-267-4078.
The following sports broadcast is a special presentation of Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg. It's time for the excitement of West Virginia high school basketball. Today's high school basketball broadcast is being brought to you by
the Berkeley County Health Department, Bechtel Jewelers, Brown's Funeral Homes and Cremations, Hagerstown Ford, The Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, Gary Kelly Allstate Insurance, CMA Honda, the Mirius Group of Financial Advisors, Orsini's Home Store, Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, Smallwood and Small Insurance, and WVU Medicine, Berkeley Medical Center, and Jefferson Medical Center.
And now, let's go courtside and join our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team with today's pregame show.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Musselman High School as we get ready for a 4-2 showdown between the Martinsburg Bulldogs and the Musselman Applemen. I'm Nick Verzolini. Alongside me is Spencer Dupuis. It's a rivalry in the EPAC, Spencer, and two teams with the same records, so it should be a pretty competitive ball game.
Well, actually, I believe Musselman now 5-2 because the Preston game wasn't scored on probably what you were looking at.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, because I noticed that earlier today when I was going through stuff. But, yes, it should be a good one here at Klein Court. JV action just wrapping up here, looking like a 20-point win for the Martinsburg JV team. But definitely happy to be back in action here on a Friday night for some EPAC basketball action.
Yeah, two teams that were very competitive a year ago between Musselman and Martinsburg, and usually two of the top teams in the EPAC, so it should be a good one. We're here on the Johnny's Express tip-off show, brought to you by Johnny's Express. Johnny's has all of your game day food and drink needs, and if you need a way to serve it all up, they got you covered. That's Johnny's Express, located at 1456 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. So, Spencer, we look at the two teams so far. The Bulldogs starting the year 0-2, but have won 4 straight since then. Musselman didn't play well Monday night against Sharando, came up short in that game by, I believe, 1 point at 54-53. Come back, blow out Preston County the other night to improve to 5-2, and now
75-49 victory.
And now we'll certainly have a bigger challenge tonight against Martinsburg.
Yeah, definitely. As I've mentioned on the broadcast we've had for Martinsburg, they're just beginning to hit their stride when it comes to the level of chemistry they have between each member of the team. You know, as we talked about when they first started back at Hilton Head Island, they hadn't played together really because the 4 or 3 guys that were coming off the football state championship really, I think, had only practiced a handful of times, if that.
And we look back at that last game for Martinsburg, the best performance of the season, when it came against a inexperienced Washington team. But looking back at the numbers, the Dogs had 6 players in double figures, including Kamarian Dow, Aiden Jackson with 15 off the bench, 11 from Jaron Adkins off the bench, 10 from Noah Young off the bench, and Avion Blackwood, who ended up being our player of the game with 14, shooting 7 of 10 in that ball game. Martinsburg as a team shot 37 of 73 from the floor, so almost 50%. And really good game for Martinsburg. 18 of those 37 field goals were assisted as well.
Yeah, definitely. And, when you can come and get your stride in a game, and, it did come against a pretty weak opponent in Washington that was also without their best player. It kind of helps you, build your team together. You're always going to have one of those games, at least during the season, where you're just heads and bounds better than the competition currently playing on the court.
Yeah, but that won't be the case for either of these two teams tonight. Should be a more competitive ball game. 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, we'll hear from the coaches of each team. This is West Virginia High School basketball on WRNR.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg has a brand new list of daily specials. Monday, stop on in for burger night or enjoy a nice juicy steak every Tuesday and Wednesday. The Palace Lounge also offers freshly steamed shrimp Thursdays and chef specials every Friday and Saturday. Sunday is all-day breakfast and there are drink specials daily too. So come enjoy the Palace Lounge. You can find them on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard. Home helpers of the Eastern Panhandle, making life easier for you, your family, and especially your loved ones that need their care. They are locally owned and searching for smiling faces to hire so that your loved one can stay in their home where they are the happiest. Call 304-433-8000 or visit homehelpershomecare.com/panhandle. Or you can visit them at 3192 Winchester Avenue right here in Martinsburg. Each office is independently owned and operated.
A reputation for caring, a legacy of service. At Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, it's been our story since 1880. A family-owned business, we support the needs and wishes of families. We offer traditional services, as well as many options for cremation, customized remembrances, and pre-planning. Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations retains its family atmosphere and stays true to its roots. Contact us for advanced planning, or at your time of loss. We're here when you need us.
Remember when you were a little kid and saw your first deer?
Oh, how cute.
As an adult, maybe you've had a different experience.
Where'd that come from?
Bambi mess up your dream machine? Call Cody's Auto Body today at 304-901-4777 and get the work done right the first time. Cody's Auto Body, 851 Wilston Street in Martinsburg, has a team of auto body professionals with a lifetime of experience putting your ride back together again, regardless of how it got that way. Cody's Auto Body.
Welcome you back to Musselman High School at Klein Court as we get ready for our coaches' interviews. Brought to you by Orsini's Home Store, not just an appliance store any longer, located at 360 Hack Wilson Way in Martinsburg or online at Orsini's.com. Let's first hear from head coach of the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Dave Rogers, and then we'll hear from Musselman head coach Derek Basil. Now joined by head coach of the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Dave Rogers. Coach, coming off of your best performance of the season against Washington, what did you kind of take away from that game?
Well, they're very young. I thought our kids really hustled. We're starting to pick up the defensive pressure. I think that's kind of our thing that we want to do. We want to make sure that if you can play good defense, it'll turn into offense. And I tell our kids every day, you cannot guarantee me that ball is going in that basket, but you can guarantee me hustle, rebounding, and defense. And you have to take care of the things that you can handle. And some nights you'll be a hot shooter, some nights you won't. But that doesn't mean you don't play a good ball game. You could be a lot of assists. You could have defensive takeaways. So I think we're really coming together. I think as a team, it's just nice to go to practice and have a full full-fledged of players in practice without sickness, without injuries, without getting there late. I mean, it's just nice that we're finally getting to the spot where we're getting normal basketball practices.
You're starting to see some guys that maybe weren't getting a ton of playing time earlier in the year now starting to establish some roles for themselves. What's that been like to kind of see some younger guys and just guys stepping up?
Well, it is, and I tell you what, we'll go 10 deep, and if those younger kids start coming on and keep working hard, before the end of the year we may go deeper in that. But again, everybody has their shot with our style that I want to play, up and down, ripping and racing, and get up and down the floor. For years, if I come down 2-on-1, 3-on-2, you're probably going to get a better shot in that as if you pull it out and set your offense up. And so we want to get the ball down the floor. We want to look for an easy shot. There's been times where if we didn't hustle, we had to run it, and we didn't get a good shot. And it was a tough thing to do. We had to work for everything we got. So you're going to have to work for some, but you also want some easy baskets in there to compare with that.
And one guy that kind of stood out the other night was Aiden Jackson off the bench with 15 points. What does he kind of bring for you? Because you guys have three bigs that can all rotate in there, and he's in a logjam at that position, but definitely played really well off the bench.
Well, it is, and we can move Jess Sutherland outside a little bit. He can shoot the ball outside. So with him and JB and coming off the bench, I just thought Aiden is really turned his life around. I mean, on and off the floor. Here's a young man that has really worked hard in the offseason. He's lost about 25 pounds. He's gotten quicker. He's tough in there on the glass. He can shoot the ball in there. We really like what we see with Aiden.
So heading into this game, Musselman, always a tough matchup. They're 4-2. You guys are 4-2. What are you looking forward to about this game?
Well, you got to be able to attack them. You got to be able to keep them off the glass. I think they're a good rebounding team. They like to play that 2-2-1-3 quarter, and they like to play a little 1-3-1 half court trap. And they'll go to a 2-3, and they'll play some man. They'll sag off. They're not going to probably overplay you like we're going to be up in the passing lanes. A little different style of man, but they're solid. I think they've got kids that can shoot it if you let them shoot it, and our goal is not to give you an open shot. We want to contest every shot. We want to make sure we crash the boards, and we want to get down the other end before you get there.
All right, Coach, thank you, and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Now joined by head coach of the Musselman Appleman, Derek Basil. Coach, coming off of a win against Preston County the other night, third game of the week. What are you looking forward to about this matchup tonight against one of your rivals, Martinsburg?
You said it. It's a rival game against a really good opponent in Martinsburg. It's always a fun game. It's a fun atmosphere. It's been a long week for us, but I think the kids are excited about the game.
What have you kind of, learned about the past two games from your team?
Well, on Monday we didn't play very well. The guys understood that, when you go out and maybe you're not ready to go right off the bat, you can catch up to you. I thought Sharando played really well in the first half, and we got in a pretty big hole there, got down 15 and clawed all the way back, took a lead late, but got beat on a last-second shot. So I thought had a good next day of practice, recovered. Thought we played well against Preston.
In that game against Preston, Connor Long scored 17 for you. And what was that like to see? Because Jordan Holmes has pretty much been leading you guys in scoring almost every game, but to have Long step up and be the leader in scoring, maybe that can get some more balance for your team moving forward.
Well, I think it's the key. I mean, if we don't have the balance, Connor needed that game. He didn't play well Monday night. He played really well Wednesday. If we don't have that balance scoring with this team, it's going to be hard to be successful night in, night out. You can't have one guy scoring 70% of your points. It's got to be a group effort, and we did that Wednesday. We got to do it again tonight.
What stands out to you so far about this Martinsburg team on the season?
Well, I think it's much of the same with Martinsburg. They have good quickness. They get the ball to the basket well. They're physical. They have nice size. I think they're a well-rounded team. I've got to see them play a couple games. Coach Rogers does a great job with them. They're well-schooled, and they play with a lot of effort. So you really have to match their intensity for 32 minutes.
So what will be some keys for you guys to get a win tonight?
Well, I think one of the big things we always talk about with Martinsburg, you can't have live ball turnovers, give them a bunch of easy baskets on the other end. We got to get back, we got to get in the paint, got to get the ball stopped, make them take tough shots. And on our side, we got to move the ball, share the ball, and get good opportunities, good shots. And we, like I said, we got to have some balance in our scoring.
All right, Coach, thank you, and good luck tonight.
Hey, thanks so much.
Test, 1, 2.
All right, so that was our coaches' interviews brought to you by Orsini's Home Store, not just appliance store any longer. They're located at 360 Hack Wilson Way in Martinsburg or online at orsinis.com. We'll take another 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, we'll continue to break down this matchup and get Spencer's keys to the game and a player to look out for. This is West Virginia High School basketball on WRNR.
Life can get in the way these days. We all know that. Work commitments, social commitments, volunteer commitments, family commitments. You put your heart into all of it. You've got enough to worry about already. Your roof shouldn't be one of those things. Everything should just work. But when your roof is in need of an upgrade, you shouldn't have to worry about that either. Modern Renovations, your 4-state roofing solution. Reminding you that home is where the heart really is.
Ollie's VIP Northside is the best local spot to catch all of your favorite high school, college, and pro sports, or to hang out with friends. Ollie's has a great beer and cocktail menu, along with a food menu that will blow you away. Ollie's offers multiple TVs to watch the game of your choice from anywhere at the bar, or their outdoor patio with cornhole and fire pit. So stop by and see for yourself today at 36 Veronica Drive in Martinsburg. That's Ollie's VIP Northside. We'll see you for the game.
Whether you're heading to a high school, college, or professional football game, Johnny's has all your tailgating go-tos. Delicious wings, meatballs, shrimp, burgers, and dogs. Plus, Johnny's has everything you need to serve it all up. Party trays, utensils, plates, cups, and more. Stop by either of our 2 great locations, 1456 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, and Route 11 South in Chambersburg.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
We welcome you back to Musselman High School on the Tip-Off Show, brought to you by Johnny's Express. Johnny's has all of your game day food and drink needs, and if you need a way to serve it all up, they got you covered. That's Johnny's Express, located at 1456 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Spencer Dupuis. And Spencer, let's take a look at some of the matchups going on around the EPAC tonight.
Yeah, it's a full night of EPAC boys basketball action. All 6 EPAC schools in action, including matchup we have here, Martinsburg, Musselman, Hedgesville, Spring Mills going at it as well, and the Jefferson County rivalry, Jefferson versus Washington as well. We'll have updates from those games at halftime from Colin McLaughlin back in the studio, as well as close to finals when we go in for the And One post-game scoreboard show.
So those are interesting matchups because Hedgesville and Jefferson right now atop the EPAC, and Spring Mills and Washington, both young teams looking to prove themselves. We've seen Spring Mills been pretty competitive all year. Washington struggled in that game against Martinsburg, but maybe they can put together a better performance tonight, make it close against Jefferson. Just have to wait and see, but those should be some interesting games.
Jefferson put on a show the other night against Hedgesville. I mean, I thought that was going to be a good game, like a well-matched game, but Jefferson really kind of blew it out of the water late.
Yeah, so early season, big EPAC matchups, but let's talk a little bit more about this one tonight between Martinsburg and Musselman, 2 teams with just 2 losses on the season. And definitely, you look at the numbers, we'll start with the Bulldogs, and this is a team that is averaging, have several players averaging in double figures right now. Kamarian Dow at 12.3 points per game. Luke Fowler just under 10 points a game at 9.8. Evion Blackwood, though, leading the way at 14 a game, along with 4 rebounds and 3 assists and 2 steals. So he's probably been Martinsburg's best overall player so far this season, Spencer.
Yeah, definitely. I think Blackwood, you look at a guy like Blackwood, he comes off the football field and And then, a guy like Dow also shooting, your top 2 performers have really been your top 2 players.
And that's the backcourt, and really both these teams have interesting backcourts. I think when you talk about Musselman, though, it's really not about the scoring between guys like Wolf and Kleppner, but they are good facilitators, and they can score when necessary.
Yeah, and they definitely can do that. And, Trenton Wolf is not afraid to put his body in there to get some rebounds. We saw that last Saturday when we were here for that game against Spring Mills, and he definitely can throw a body in there and, throw a body in there for rebounds with the best of them.
And the Dogs have several guys that are going to get on the boards and be big down low. Whether it be Aiden Jackson, a guy I highlighted with Coach Dave Rogers, 4 rebounds a game coming off the bench. Had 15 in the last game in terms of points, but averaging about 6 points per game on the season. And Jacob Barrick had 4 blocks in that last game for Martinsburg. He gets about 4 rebounds a game. And Jess Sutherland, another guy that gets on the glass and does a good job down low. So, Martinsburg has a lot of bigs, and that will be a challenge for a team like Musselman, who does have good bigs. They got Connor Long, but besides him, they really don't have a ton of height. Gordon Schaefer's been a good rebounder for them. Holmes is a good rebounder for them, but in terms of size, Martinsburg has a little bit of advantage, at least in terms of depth.
Yeah, definitely. And you talk about depth, you see guys like Aiden Jackson coming off the bench, Jacob Barrick, Gaza starts tonight, but you got kind of Stephon Barclay off the bench as well. He started early in the season, or the first couple games with Gaza, slow with an ankle injury. And then you got a guy like Jaron Adkins who can come in and hit a couple threes for you.
Yeah, Adkins has stepped up. Noah Young was perfect shooting the ball in the last game against Washington, 3 of 3 from the floor, and made a free throw. All those 3 field goals were 3-pointers. So those 2 guys off the bench have given Martinsburg some good shooting and certainly have helped this team. So we'll get into now your keys to the game. Let's start with the visitors, the Martinsburg Bulldogs. What do they need to do tonight, Spencer, to win, in your opinion?
Keys to the game, they're brought to you by CMA's Honda of Winchester, 3985 Valley Pike. CMA moving lives forward. Start with Martinsburg, the visiting team. They need to spread the ball around and make a good shot selection. They had some great shots on Tuesday at Washington, and they were just kind of racking them up, doing whatever they wanted to do in that ball game. And then for Musselman, I think you got to force tough shots, and you can't turn the ball over. Those are 2 things that Coach told you in your interview, and I would tend to agree with, because if you can force tough shots, that's basically what I said on the Martinsburg side. If you can spread the ball around, make good shot selection, so it's kind of flipped the opposite, but you can't turn the ball over. Martinsburg's got a great transition offense. And a player to look out for both teams, it's got to be Luke Fowler. He kind of really found his stride. We didn't really talk about him a lot, but he's now averaging under just 10 points a ball game. And on Tuesday, he had a really good game. And then for Musselman, it's got to be the all-state caliber player in Jordan Holmes.
Yep, I would agree with those 2. I think Fowler could have a big game tonight, as he's kind of been the third option for them, but has the ability when he's open to really knock down some shots. So it will be interesting to see. I think you mentioned turnovers too. That will be a big factor for both teams, because as we've seen, Musselman, when they get out in transition, they can be dangerous as well. So we'll take a 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, we'll bring you the starting lineups. It's West Virginia High School basketball on WRNR.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg has a brand new list of daily specials. Monday, stop on in for burger night or enjoy a nice juicy steak every Tuesday and Wednesday. The Palace Lounge also offers freshly steamed shrimp Thursdays and chef specials every Friday and Saturday. Sunday is all-day breakfast, and there are drink specials daily too. So come enjoy the Palace Lounge. You can find them on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is Prevent, Promote, Protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
The right attorney can make all the difference in the outcome of your case.
I called Sutton and Janelle, the best lawyers you could ask for.
Sutton and Janelle Attorneys at Law. 70 years of collective legal experience. Family law, criminal defense, DUI, personal injury, and mediation.
Sutton and Janelle got the most favorable outcome I could have expected.
Visit Sutton and Janelle's new historic location, 224 West King Street in Martinsburg. Online at suttonandjanelle.com. Sutton and Janelle Attorneys at Law. They value your rights and are passionate about your success.
Are you considering selling your home and don't know where to start? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market, and he's proven it as #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Phone Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams at 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together.
Welcome you back to Klein Court at Musselman High School. Nick Verzolini alongside me is Spencer Dupuis, and we'll go over the starting lineups. Brought to you by Modern Renovations. West Virginia homeowners trust the experts at Modern Renovations for roofing. Call them at 304-564-6317 to schedule your free estimate or visit mymodernrenovations.com. We'll start with the visitors, the Martinsburg Bulldogs, and it's the same starting lineup as we've seen for the majority of the season. Starting at guard and wearing number 4 will be Kamarian Dow. Another guard wearing number 13 will be Cyril Gaza. Also at guard will be number 14, Luke Fowler. Number 20, Avion Blackwood. And then rounding out the lineup, the forward, Jess Sutherland, number 35 for Martinsburg. And then on the Musselman side of things, starting for them in the backcourt will be Calvin Klepner and Trenton Wolf at guards. And then the forwards will be Gordon Schaefer, number 31, Jordan Holmes, and then at center will be Connor Long. So those are your starting lineups. And, it's two veteran teams, Spencer, two pretty solid starting lineups. And what are some matchups, I guess, you're kind of looking at? Because Holmes has been such a good scorer for Musselman this year. We really haven't talked about him much. And the Dogs certainly have some good defenders that will have to keep pace. And what could maybe be a matchup to look at tonight?
I think point guard wise, I think a Dow Wolf matchup would be something to see. I think both true point guards, maybe Gaza in there. I don't know how it'll match up that way, but I think forward wise, I think it's going to be a good, some good matchups because Musselman's got some tall, got some big guys, but Martinsburg does as well. I wonder how much time Jacob Barrick will get again in this game. He did pretty well on Tuesday, had a bunch of rebounds and a couple blocks in that ball game. He could be a guy that matches up with a guy like Connor Long or Gordon Schaefer. And then I think Jess Sutherland versus Jordan Holmes could be an intriguing matchup tonight. You can put a guy like Sutherland, as Coach mentioned in his interview, you can put him outside.
Yeah, definitely. So that should be interesting. Good crowd on hand tonight at Musselman High School for this rivalry. Let's take our final 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, we'll have tip-off here from Musselman High School. Again, a 2-minute break. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on WRNR.
Let's go! Drink some beers! Mountaineer Grill and Pub!
Conveniently located right off 81 at 214 Mid-Atlantic Parkway, Mountaineer Grill and Pub offers many daily specials, including happy hour 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. with $2 domestic bottles and $2.50 domestic drafts. Monday night is trivia night, Thursday night is wing night, and Wednesday and Sunday night is steak night.
Let's go! Drink some beers! Mountaineer Grill and Pub!
Hi, I'm Annette McDonald, and I'm the designer at Orsini's in Martinsburg, West Virginia. We welcome you into our store to show you a complete line of what we do here. We design your cabinetry, quartz countertops, granite countertops, hardware, anything for the full remodel of your kitchen and your home needs. We also do bathrooms, and we have flooring available too. We make sure that your project with Orsini's is the best in the market. Welcome to Orsini's.
Orsini's.com. And that concludes today's pregame show. Coming up next, it's the starting lineups, opening tip, and play-by-play action of West Virginia high school basketball.
Johnson now in transition with the one-handed slam dunk.
and that might put a seal on this one.
Today's game is brought to you by
The Sutton and Janelle Law Firm, Ollie's VIP, Milestone Realty, The Palace Lounge, The Mountaineer Grill and Pub, Cody's Auto Body, Modern Renovations, D&N Auto, Home Helpers of the Panhandle, Johnny's Express.
And now, let's go courtside and rejoin our WRNR broadcast team.
Musselman High School as the Appleman starters are being announced. And Spencer, again, we talked about it. Two veteran teams and a matchup that will mean a lot in the EPAC this year based on how we expect these two teams to finish.
Yeah, and it's going to be a different sectional play because again in this new sectional this new classification system with the 4A, you got Musselman in with Jefferson and Washington, and then Spring Mills, Hedgesville, and Martinsburg in that section. So this could be a regional final matchup down the line.
All right, let's take another 2-minute break, or let's take another minute break, and then on the other side of that break we'll have the national anthem, or we'll have tip-off. After the national anthem here at Musselman High School. So let's take a minute break. It's West Virginia High School boys basketball on WRNR.
Ollie's VIP Northside is the best local spot to catch all of your favorite high school, college, and pro sports, or to hang out with friends. Ollie's has a great beer and cocktail menu, along with a food menu that will blow you away. Ollie's offers multiple TVs to watch the game of your choice from anywhere at the bar, or their outdoor patio with cornhole and fire pit. So stop by and see for yourself today at 36 Veronica Drive in Martinsburg. That's Ollie's VIP Northside. We'll see you for the game.
The Honda Civic and the Accord are uniquely stylish in their own way. But you know what they have in common? Reliability and comfort? Sure. Available turbocharged engines? Of course. But also, the driver, having fun for no reason, except for the thrill of driving a Honda. America's most loved auto brand.
CMA's Honda of Winchester, 3985 Valley Pike. CMA, moving lives forward.
2021 American Customer Satisfaction Index ACSI survey of customers rating the performance of their own automobiles.
Welcome back to Musselman High School after the national anthem. And we'll eventually get ready for tip-off here, Spencer. But
eventually. It's okay. It's just 7:32.
We're not in a hurry. It's Friday night. Yeah. Where else would you rather be than right here for Musselman and Martinsburg in what should be a good one. Been ready for this one. Head coach Dave Rogers and the Bulldogs against head coach Derek Basil and the Musselman Appleman. The two teams take the court. The Bulldogs coming out in the all-orange uniforms with the black numbers, black letters across the chest, the black Block M logo on the side of the shorts. And then for Musselman in the all-white home uniforms with the green numbers, green letters across the chest and on the back, and then the green stripe along with your number on the side of the shorts. Two teams are in this circle as we get ready for tip-off. Brought to you by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. Buy your next vehicle online. They'll deliver it to you, and if you don't like it, they'll take it back. Go to HagerstownFord.com. It will be Musselman off the tip. Kleppner down low to Long. Post up and score the first basket of the game. And our first shot of the game brought to you by the Berkeley County Health Department. Prevent, promote, protect. They're at 122 Waverly Court in Martinsburg, or call 304-263-5131. Back the other way now, Martinsburg on the offensive end. Avion Blackwood drives in, post is up. Fowler at the top of the key for three. That shot is short, rebounded by Holmes. And Long back the other way with another layup. He's got 4 points early on, had 17 the other night, Spencer, and that might have been a big confidence game for him against Preston.
Yeah, definitely, and you come out with two fast baskets, same exact way, almost same exact shot on the layup on the fast break, this past one.
4 points for Musselman early on, 4-0, 7 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Sutherland trapped tightly in the corner, swings it up top to Blackwood. He drives in off the bounce, loses control of the ball. Dow picks it up, and Kleppner's going to get a foul, just being kind of in the wrong place at the wrong time there.
Yeah, definitely, and for Martinsburg, they really need to score on this one to keep pace with it, the way it's going.
Dow in possession of the basketball. Musselman in the man-to-man defense. Gaza wide open on the perimeter. Will swing it up top to Avion Blackwood. He'll pull up for three. Misses off the mark. Holmes secures his second rebound, and the Applemen will push the other way. Trenton Wolf crosses the timeline. Finds Holmes on the left wing. Holmes loses the ball. Taken away by Gaza. Gaza now in transition. Gaza goes up with the left hand and finishes.
Yeah, great job by Gaza defensively to be able to pickpocket him and go the other way and get a transition layup, being guarded by Holmes right there.
4-2, Musselman on top early in this first quarter. Pass down low intended for Long. Now off the hands of Long, and Long powers his way up. He'll head to the line and shoot two.
Yeah, Long all over this game so far. His identity, his hands all over the ball, and now trying to continue with his points to start the game.
Dow picks up his first personal foul, the first on Martinsburg as well. Long misses the first free throw. Both student sections in full force tonight at Musselman High School. Long's second free throw is short, no good. Sutherland grabs the rebound ahead to Dow. Dow back to Sutherland. He traveled. Thought about the three, was going for kind of the head fake, but dragged that back foot, and it will be a travel. Schaefer inbound now to Holmes. 4-2, Musselman on top. Just under 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. Long down low, working against Sutherland. He gets fouled again. We'll head back to the line.
Yeah, and obviously the game plan coming in this game was to feed Connor Long, and that's what's happening right now.
See if Long can convert these free throws. He missed his first two attempts. Sutherland picking up his first personal. That one is straight through.
Aiden Jackson now comes in the ball game for Sutherland.
Long, the 6'6" senior, able to come up short on that free throw. Jackson secures the rebound. Dow now dribbling right wing, pulls up for three. Swish right through for Dow, and he makes it a 5-5 ball game.
And that's what you needed there to get the spark back and kind of push momentum to the middle and try to get it swinging back your way if you're Martinsburg.
Wolf down low, high post, Long over to Kleppner. Kleppner guarded closely by Blackwood.
He wanted that shot, that three, but Blackwood blocked it away.
Long head fakes, drives in, kicks it out. Kleppner on the way for three, and that's straight through. He answers the Dow three with one of his own.
That's the shot he wanted. He wanted to take that shot, but Blackwood was in his face the prior attempt he tried to.
Dow goes in, misses the left-handed layup. Wolf back the other way. Blackwood will pick up the reach-in foul. So 8-5 Musselman on top with about 5 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Schaefer will inbound right in front of our broadcast location. Over to Kleppner. Kleppner will bring it up. Schaefer catches on the left wing, working against Luke Fowler, drives in at the left-hand floater, high off the glass and in for Gordon Schaefer. Tough shot, but he got it to go.
Yeah, great job by Schaefer there to force the ball in, and it went in. And then on the other end, Aiden Jackson's got a clear lane to the basket. He lays it up, and now it's a 10-7 game.
Aiden Jackson going coast to coast on that layup. I think a 10-7 Martinsburg. Wolf now is rejected by Jackson at the rim.
Yeah, and obviously the mismatch there, Aiden Jackson, just a little bit taller than Wolf.
Kleppner pulls up for three. It's an air ball, but Long with the rebound. That is blocked by Jackson, and now Martinsburg will take over. 4:20 to go in the first quarter. 10-7 Musselman on top. Dow calling out the offense. Comes off a screen from Jackson, pulls up, long three on the way is short. Rebounded underneath by Aiden Jackson. He gets fouled. Go against Jordan Holmes, be his first. Luke Fowler inbound on the baseline for the Dogs. Gets it into Dow, back to Fowler. And now the Bulldogs working around the perimeter. Pull-up elbow jumper for Avion Blackwood, gets the friendly roll and through. His first 2 points. 1 point ball game.
Some subs getting ready to come in for Musselman.
Holmes driving in with the right hand, kicks it out to Wolf. Wolf drives baseline. Over to Kleppner, open three on the way is short. Ball gets tipped around, secured by Jackson. Jackson ahead to Blackwood in transition. Left-handed layup. Good. And the foul.
What a great job there. By God. Was that Gaza?
Blackwood.
They were both down there.
So Avion Blackwood gives Martinsburg the 11-10 lead with 3:33 to go in the first quarter.
That foul on Holmes forces him to come out the ball game. So
yeah, second one
getting
on
Holmes
him
out of the ball game could be a help if you're Martinsburg.
Holmes has yet to score in this game. Blackwood lines up the free throw, and it's in and out, no good. Rebounded by Branson. Branson crosses half court. Down low to Kleppner. Kleppner back to Woolston. His mid-range jumper is just short off the rim. Ahead to Blackwood now in transition. Goes up again into contact and finishes.
He kissed that one right off the glass, and it went right in.
Avion Blackwood with a quick 6 points, and the Bulldogs lead 13-10. Trenton Wolf now working against Blackwood. Over to Cal Kleppner. Up top to Branson. Branson lost the ball. Gaza diving on the floor, fighting for it. And we'll have a jump ball. And it will go to Martinsburg. Great hustle by Cyril Gaza. 13-10 Martinsburg. Fowler will inbound. Matt Mahood checking into the game for Cal Kleppner. So Musselman going a little bit bigger on the court. Dow will get it off the inbound, holding the two. Comes off the screen from Jackson. Over to Gaza. Down low to Jackson. Pump fake. Can't finish the layup. Tip is no good. Again on the follow. That one is blocked underneath by Long. Or by Mahood, excuse me. Mahood now in transition. Lost the ball. Blackwood back the other way for Martinsburg. Head to Dow. Dow in transition. Pulls up. Short little 8-footer is no good. Rebounded by Blackwood. Ahead to Gaza. Gaza drives in with the right hand. His floater in the lane is good. And a timeout for Musselman coach Derek Basil. So let's take a 30-second break. It's 15-10 Martinsburg with 2:18 to go in this first quarter.
Home Helpers of the Eastern Panhandle, making life easier for you, your family, and especially your loved ones that need their care. They are locally owned and searching for smiling faces to hire so that your loved one can stay in their home where they are the happiest. Call 304-433-8000 or visit homehelpershomecare.com/panhandle. Or you can visit them at 3192 Winchester Avenue right here in Martinsburg. Each office is independently owned and operated.
Welcome back to Musselman High School. The Bulldogs building a 15-10 lead over Musselman here at Klein Court. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Spencer Dupuis, John Alderton, Harry Brown on camera this evening, along with Colin McLaughlin and Avery Newport back in the studio. 15-10.
Martinsburg really kind of taking advantage of the last few minutes of kind of lackluster ball by Musselman and really come back out, or after a little bit of a slow start after giving up the first 4 points to Musselman, they've come back and they've now taken a 5-point lead.
So Wolf with the basketball, dribbling with the left hand, crosses the timeline. Over to Gordon. Branson head fake, pulls up, elbow jumper on the way is too strong, but Woolston with the good rebound. Woolston powers it back up, no good. Aiden Jackson grabs the rebound for Martinsburg, and the Bulldogs go back the other way.
Aiden Jackson's probably got now his third, maybe fourth rebound now as two guys get ready to come in for Martinsburg.
Over to Blackwood. He'll swing an extra pass to the corner to Gaza. Gaza drives in, loses the ball. Taken away by Mahood. Mahood ahead to Gordon. Gordon off the bounce with the left hand. His shot is rejected by Jackson, but he puts it back up and in. Good follow by Gordon. His first 2 points. It's a 3-point game. Martinsburg leading. Dow driving in. Over to Blackwood, swinging around the perimeter. Dow to Fowler in the corner for 3, short. Rebounded by Mahood. Musselman going back the other way now. Branson up top to Mahood. And he traveled. So Stephon Barclay and Jacob Barrick check in for the Bulldogs. Leading 15-12 with about a minute to go in this first quarter. Barclay will inbound to Gaza. One thing that was interesting, Coach Dave Rogers said he's going to go 10 deep tonight. So using a lot of that bench. High post, Jacob Barrick over to Barclay. Barclay turns it over. Branson, they're double dribbled, and it will now be Martinsburg basketball. And he said even it's possible that, some of these younger guys could even work their way in too. So
hey, they worked their way in the blowout on Tuesday. Give them some play time.
Played pretty well in their minutes. Gaza catches on this right wing. It's a jump ball, and that will go to Musselman. So Appleman ball trailing 15-12 in this first quarter. About 41.5 seconds to go. Our first quarter presented to you on TV 10 by Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. Buying or selling a home, call 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Along with Smallwood and Small Insurance, as Musselman gets a basket underneath. Gaza, pass taken away by Gordon. Gordon ahead, and a foul called underneath by Jacob Barrick. Smallwood and Small Insurance, our other first quarter sponsor in Martinsburg, your total insurance solution at 121 Administrative Drive. Call 304-263-3361. Spencer, do you happen to see who scored that basket for Musselman just a few moments ago?
The ref was in my way.
Yeah, I wasn't certain either.
But definitely momentum starting to swing back the other way.
Mahood misses that free throw. I believe it might have been Gordon, but it was tough for me to tell. We'll go with Gordon for now. Mahood's second free throw is short, rebounded by Barrick. Barrick ahead to Dow. Dow splits the defense over to Fowler, and he throws it into the student section. It'll be Musselman basketball. So 8.7 seconds to go in the first quarter. Musselman will hold for the final shot. Wolf fakes the dribble handoff, drives baseline, floater is no good, but he got fouled, and he'll head to the line. The 5th foul of this first quarter against the Bulldogs. the second on Dow, too. So key players picking up fouls early on, Spencer.
Yeah, and you really can't do that because now your fouls are mounting up if you're Martinsburg.
Jaron Adkins will check in for the final 1.5 seconds. Wolf knocks down that free throw. Wolf takes a few dribbles, spins the ball, lines up the free throw, and it's in and out, no good. Rebounded by Gordon with 0.7 seconds. It goes out of bounds. The Musselman ball underneath. Pretty much a lob is the only thing you can really get to get a shot off here, about 0.7 seconds. Throw it up from a Hood. He can't handle the pass. And that'll do it for the first quarter, so a pretty good one. 15-15 at the end of one. We'll take a 1-minute break. It's West Virginia High School boys basketball on WRNR.
Mayhem is everywhere.
I'm your new bangs, and you can't stop staring at me. That's it. Just tilt the rearview mirror over here. And while you're checking me out more times than a library book, your car is wandering into that lane over there. More bangs? Neat. And if you've got cut rate insurance, you could be paying for this yourself. So get Allstate.
Call Martinsburg Allstate agent Gary Kelly today at 304-263-4596.
The Honda HR-V, CR-V, Pilot, Passport, and Ridgeline. They all have one thing in common. They never back off from a challenge. Available with all-wheel drive, the Honda SUV lineup has the performance you can count on and the capability to amaze. That's why we're America's most loved auto brand.
CMA's Honda of Winchester, 3985 Valley Pike. CMA, moving lives forward.
2021 American Customer Satisfaction Index ACSI survey of customers rating the performance of their own automobiles.
We welcome you back to Klein Court at Musselman High School. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Spencer Dupuis, John Alderton, and Harry Brown on camera back in the studio. Colin McLaughlin along with Avery Newport as we begin this second quarter, presented to you on TV 10 by Sutton and Janelle's Sutton and Janelle Attorneys at Law, a full-service law firm helping individuals, families, and businesses with all of their legal needs. They're 224 West King Street in Martinsburg, or online at suttonjanelle.com. The Bulldogs turn it over on their first possession of the second quarter. Now Gordon drives in for Musselman, kicks it out to Branson. Branson ahead to Mahood on the left wing, working against Sutherland. And a travel call against Mahood, so it'll be Martinsburg basketball. Barclay will inbound to Noah Young, a guy that stepped up and played really well against Washington, scoring 10 points. But now Barclay called for a travel, and it will go back to Musselman. Dow quickly checks back in for Barclay. So Dow playing with his two fouls back in the ball game. No Jordan Holmes so far for Musselman. He has two early fouls in this game. Gordon drives baseline. He powers his way up and in. Gordon's been good for this team in these these last few games off the bench. Dow swings it to Adkins in the corner. He'll try a three. That's long, no good. Chased down by Sutherland. Over to Young. Young's three-pointer, no good as well, but Adkins secures it. Adkins now pulls up for three again, and that time it's nothing but net for Jaron Adkins, and Martinsburg regains the lead at 18-17. Back the other way, Musselman gets a basket. Woolston down low.
Very back and forth ball game right now. It looked like Musselman was starting to gain the momentum, but now it's kind of just swinging back and forth.
Martinsburg nearly turns it over. It'll stay with the Bulldogs underneath.
Take a second to apologize to those watching on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Had a little lag issues. Hopefully we fixed those, but again, apologies for that.
Atkins will inbound on the baseline, gets it into Dow. Dow swings it to Young on the left wing. Now back to Dow, over to Atkins. His corner three, long, but Sutherland grabs the board. Sutherland puts it back up, no good. Wolf fighting for the rebound and will stay with the Bulldogs. Our second quarter also presented to you on TV 10 by Modern Renovations. West Virginia homeowners trust the experts at Modern Renovations for roofing. Call them at 304-564-6317 to schedule your free estimate, or online at mymodernrenovations.com. Down low to Sutherland, over to Young. Dow open three-pointer on the way, in and out, no good. At Jackson with the rebound, and Jackson draws a jump ball, and that should go to Musselman, and it will. (19-18), Musselman leading Martinsburg. About 6 minutes to go in this first half. Wolf guarded tightly by Down. Wolf drives in with the right hand and makes the layup. Good take by Trenton Wolf. He has 3 points in this first half. And Musselman has extended the lead to 3, looking with the 1-3-1 zone here. High post, Aiden Jackson catches, drives in, misses the layup. Rebounded by Schaefer. Ahead to Wolf. Wolf over to Branson. He'll drive baseline and go up and finish with the contact. Branson to the rack and the finish. Extend the lead to 23-18 Musselman.
As I mentioned a few moments ago, it seemed like the momentum was up for grabs, and Musselman's now grabbed that momentum, now taking a 5-point lead and forcing Coach Rogers to call a timeout.
Yep, so we got a timeout. Let's take a 30-second break. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on WRNR.
This is Matt Miller, along with my wife, Dale.
As homeowners, we've been through the mortgage process several times, and each time we went to Mark and Cheryl Savitt at the Mortgage Center.
They treat you like family with personal one-on-one service, walking with you through the process from application to settlement.
Plus, low interest rates and closing costs.
The Mortgage Center is on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Phone 304-267-9040.
Or online at mortgagefinancing.com. NMLS number 237527, equal housing lender.
We welcome you back to Musselman High School. Our timeouts brought to you by the Mirius Group and Ameriprise Financial Advisors. Phil McCoy and John Everson. Stop by 1270 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg or call 304-263-4343. Branson to the free throw line after getting fouled on the layup, giving Musselman the early 23-18 lead with 5:38 to go in this first half. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Spencer Dupuis. Branson takes a few dribbles, lines up the free throw, shot on the way, and it's no good. Free throw's a struggle for both teams in this ball game. Dow over to Blackwood. Back to Dow. Now to the corner, Sutherland. Sutherland tries to work it down low to Jackson. He gets triple teamed. Dow extra pass to Blackwood. Now Dow will pull up for 3. That's no good off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Woolston. Gordon now on the attack. He'll slow things down. Swing it up top to Schaefer, over to Branson. Branson has it taken away by Gaza. Cyril Gaza now in transition. Comes up short on the layup. Gaza grabs his own rebound and a foul called. And Gaza will now head to the free throw line. Branson picking up his first personal.
Noah Young getting ready to check back in for the Dogs, and 2 guys coming in for Musselman. Checking back in, I should say, for Musselman. Long and Klempner about to come back in.
Gaza has 4 points. He missed the free throw. So Long comes in for Woolston. Klempner checks in for Branson. 23-18 Musselman with 5:01 to go in the first half. Gaza lines up the free throw, and he'll miss that one. Wolf chases it down for the Applemen. Wolf working against Blackwood. Drives to the right, kicks it out to Gordon. Gordon splits the defense, and he'll head to the free throw line.
Now 7 fouls on the Dogs.
Gordon with 6 points in this first half. And that's important because we'll have one-on-one from here on out unless it's a shooting foul. And Gordon misses the front end of that one. So I've calculated that Musselman has made 2 of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8 free throws now. Fowler's corner 3 is no good. Sutherland underneath. Sutherland powers his way up and finishes the layup, making a 3-point game at 23-20.
Yeah, Sutherland doing the dirty work down there, getting the rebound and putting it back up. And now getting Martinsburg back on the board. Another foul coming on Martinsburg, though.
Yep, that one going to go against Avion Blackwood. And that will send Wolf to the free throw line. As we mentioned, Musselman just 2 of 8 so far in the game from the line. Wolf's free throw there is good. He has one of those now 3 free throws made for the Applemen, a total of 4 points for Wolf. Holmes checks back in with about 4:24 to go in this first half. Jordan Holmes is scoreless, but Musselman holds a 4-point lead. A lot of that due to Holmes picking up 2 early fouls. Wolf's free throw here is up and in and out, no good. Rebounded by Fowler. Down with it, crosses the timeline. High post Sutherland. Over to Fowler, swing it to Blackwood. He'll try a contested 3. That's off the mark. Gazas keeps it in bounds. Blackwood now off the bounce to the rim and finishes.
Great job by Blackwood there to find the ball, pursue it, get it, and then lay it up and in. Now just a 2-point ball game.
8 points for Blackwood. He leads Martinsburg 24-22. Musselman, though, on top. High post to Connor Long, posting up Sutherland. Head fake, nice move by Long, but his shot is blocked by Sutherland. Ahead to Blackwood, one-on-one in transition. Avion splits the D and lays it up and in. What a move by Blackwood. 10 points now.
Back-to-back shots, or points, back-to-back layups for him.
Avion Blackwood in transition. Good luck stopping number 20. Down low to Gordon. Gordon post is up. Nice move in the post, and he'll finish. 8 points for Gordon. He's been great off the bench. Down now. Over to Fowler. Gordon takes it away, but it will head out of bounds and remain with Martinsburg.
And if you're here, this is worth the price of admission. If you're watching it, it's definitely worth the watch. This is surely a great EPAC clash going on right now here at Klein Court at Musselman High School.
Dow thought about pulling up the 3. Blackwood for 3 now, just too strong off the rim. Gordon ahead to Holmes. Holmes now in transition, and he gets fouled by Cyril Gaza. And we'll head to the line.
It's now 9 fouls for the Dogs.
So Jordan Holmes will head to the free throw line for the first time this evening. Holmes spins the ball, takes one dribble, lines up the free throw, and it's in and out, no good. Another miss from Musselman. Dow, spin move in the lane. He lost the ball. Holmes picks it up. Holmes over to Trenton Wolf. He'll slow things down and bring it across for Musselman. Over to Cal Klepner, high post now. Connor Long. Long gets double teamed in the post and a jump ball called. And that will be Martinsburg possession. Musselman in the 1-3-1 defense. High post Sutherland. Sutherland turns it over. Musselman's got a 2-on-1 fast break. Klepner has it taken away by Dow. Gordon on the baseline, keeps it alive. Gordon goes to the rim, can't finish. And a foul on the floor, but he'll shoot 2 anyway because that's the 10th on the Bulldogs in this first half.
Yeah, these Bulldogs don't seem very disciplined tonight. If you're Coach Rogers, that's something you're going to tell them going into the half. You can't have 10 fouls here in just one half. Some teams just get 10 fouls in a game.
And that is the 4th on Dow. Barkley will check in. Connor Long knocks down the first free throw. He's up there, yep. Blackwood now attacks, can't finish that one. Good defense by Long underneath, and he grabs the rebound. Musselman now back in position, 20-24. Appleman lead the Bulls.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is prevent, promote, protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
Whether you're heading to a high school, college, or professional football game, Johnny's has all your tailgating go-tos. Delicious wings, meatballs, shrimp, burgers, and dogs. Plus, Johnny's has everything you need to serve it all up. Party trays, utensils, plates, cups, and more. Stop by either of our two great locations, 1456 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, and Route 11 South in Chambersburg.
Ollie's VIP Northside is the best local spot to catch all of your favorite high school, college, and pro sports, or to hang out with friends. Ollie's has a great beer and cocktail menu, along with a food menu that will blow you away. Ollie's offers multiple TVs to watch the game of your choice from anywhere at the bar, or their outdoor patio with cornhole and fire pit. So stop by and see for yourself today at 36 Veronica Drive in Martinsburg. That's Ollie's VIP Northside. We'll see you for the game.
Welcome you back to Musselman High School. We apologize for the technical difficulties. Luckily, we didn't miss much. Nothing really happened in the time we were out, but 27-24, Musselman with the lead. High post, Woolston. Gordon attacks, kicks it out to Branson. Blackwood dives on the floor. Martinsburg with possession. Barclay now to the rim. Foul called. And they'll call a blocking foul. I'm sorry, charge call. I thought on Coach Basil's reaction.
I know, I was about to say, I couldn't see around him. It looked like, maybe initially the call he thought was going to happen was that call. But if you were reading his face, you would have thought it was a blocking foul.
Yeah, it was definitely a charge. I saw the Musselman student section reaction. But Holmes now, 2 seconds, pulls up at the buzzer, just off the mark. No good, and we'll head into the half in a good ball game. Musselman leading Martinsburg at the half, 27-24. Take a 2-minute break and return for the Mansion Ferretti halftime show after this.
Carpet World is more than just carpet. Carpet World specializes in a complete selection of hardwood floors by respected names like Armstrong, Bruce, Shaw, and Mohawk, and tile by Dowell Tile, American Oleum, and Mannington for all rooms in your home. And Carpet World can update your bathroom shower with very attractive ceramic tile walls and floor. Financing with up to 12 months deferred interest is available, along with experienced quality installation at Carpet World, 2330 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. CarpetWorldofMartinsburg.com.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg has a brand new list of daily specials. Monday, stop on in for burger night or enjoy a nice juicy steak every Tuesday and Wednesday. The Palace Lounge also offers freshly steamed shrimp Thursdays and chef specials every Friday and Saturday. Sunday is all-day breakfast and there are drink specials daily too. So come enjoy the Palace Lounge. You can find them on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard.
You need to keep your vehicle in good working order, but car and truck repairs can be very costly. Bears Repair in Martinsburg performs all kinds of auto repairs at prices most often well below their competition. Bears Repair offers tune-ups, oil change and lubrication, small and large engine and transmission repair, wheel balancing, front-end alignment, exhaust system replacement, air conditioning checks, auto inspections, and new tires. Stop by for a free estimate at Bears Repair, 904 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. Phone 262-0208. Bears Repair.
If you or someone you know suffers from the disease of addiction, help is available from the Berkeley County Quick Response Team with peer recovery coaches and support promptly to the homes of those who've recently experienced an overdose. This collective effort towards recovery brings resources and services to the community, including naloxone and treatment options. Call 304-267-1313 or visit the Berkeley County Recovery Resource Center, 400 West Stevens Street, Martinsburg. The Berkeley County Quick Response Team is funded through a DHHR grant with the Berkeley-Morgan County Health Department.
Here in the Mansion Freddie Law Firm halftime show. Mansion Freddie Law Firm located in Martinsburg, where it's about seeking justice for you. Go to wvjusticelawyers.com. We'll look at the stats here at the half for the two teams. Presented to you by Bechtel Jewelers, West Virginia's largest Pandora realtor, located on Route 11 South Inwood, taking care of you like nobody's business. All right, we'll start with the Musselman Applemen, who hold a 27-24 lead over the Martinsburg Bulldogs here at the half. Kleppner with 3 points, 4 for Wolf, 2 for Branson, 8 for Gordon off the bench. Connor Long with 6, had the first 4 early. Gordon Schaefer with 2. Jordan Holmes has no points at the half. And then Woolston with 2 points at the half. So, didn't expect that. Musselman have a 3-point lead with Holmes being shut out at halftime. He picked up 2 early fouls, so didn't really play a whole lot.
Yeah, and then you look at the score after one quarter, it was 15-15. And, Musselman able to score 12 points in that quarter, while Martinsburg only 9 points. Just a lot of inefficiency shooting and not being able to shoot good shots and turning it over a little too much.
And then for the Bulldogs, down with 3, Jackson with 2, Gaza with 4, 10 for Evian Blackwood, 3 for Adkins, and 2 for Sutherland. So 27-24 our score at the half. We'll take another 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, you'll hear from Colin McLaughlin with the And One Scoreboard Show. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on WRNR.
The right attorney can make all the difference in the outcome of your case.
I called Sutton and Janelle, the best lawyers you could ask for.
Sutton and Janelle Attorneys at Law. 70 years of collective legal experience. Family law, criminal defense, DUI, personal injury, and mediation.
Sutton and Janelle got the most favorable outcome I could have expected.
Visit Sutton and Janelle's new historic location, 224 West King Street in Martinsburg. Online at suttonandjanelle.com. Sutton and Janelle Attorneys at Law. They value your rights and are passionate about your success.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is Prevent, Promote, Protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
Erie Insurance says here's to the grown-ups who move, mortgage, mow, and still bust a move. But does your home insurance still fit? Erie helps you protect the home you've grown into, all at fair prices that are often less than the other guys. So how do you find the right coverage? Magic. Nope. Local independent agents who get to know you like this.
Your local Erie agent in Martinsburg is Smallwood & Small Insurance. Get a quote at smallwoodandsmall.com.
Erie Insurance.
A reputation for caring, a legacy of service. At Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, it's been our story since 1880. A family-owned business, we support the needs and wishes of families. We offer traditional services, as well as many options for cremation, customized remembrances, and pre-planning. Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations retains its family atmosphere and stays true to its roots. Contact us for advanced planning, or at your time of loss. We're here when you need us.
Welcome into the And One Halftime Scoreboard Show. Colin McLaughlin here for Talk Radio WRNR and TV10. The And One Halftime Scoreboard Show brought to you by Home Helpers Home Care of Martinsburg, serving the tri-state area, giving care the way you want to be cared for. Learn more by calling 304-433-8000 at the half. between Musselman and Martinsburg in some high school boys basketball action. The Applemen lead by 3, 27-24 over the Bulldogs. Let's look at some other scores around the Eastern Panhandle Athletic Conference. But first, we're going to start with some freshman basketball. Got a text from our former announcer, Matt Miller, giving a shout-out to the Martinsburg Bulldogs freshman boys basketball team as they picked up a 43-37 win over Williamsport and improves to 4-1 on the season. So a shout-out to the freshman Bulldogs for that W. Some other scores around the EPAC now. At the half between Hedgesville and Spring Mills, it is Hedgesville leading 22-13. Like to thank the athletic director of Spring Mills, Mark Salfia, for that score update. And over in Jefferson County, it is Jefferson leading Washington 50-23 at the half. Like to thank Jefferson football head coach Craig Hunter for that scoring update. Only 2 top 25 games in NCAA men's basketball. It is number 7 Purdue leading Nebraska with 7:25 to go in this second half, 76-50. At 9 o'clock tonight, it is the Michigan Wolverines taking on number 25, the Illinois Fighting Illini. That one is on Fox Sports 1. Some NBA scores going on at the half. It is the Hornets up by 2 over the Magic, 63-61. The Detroit Pistons lead the Toronto Raptors 54-38 with 1:42 to go in the second. At the half, it's the Suns leading the Pacers 46-38. Also at the half, the 76ers are dominating the Celtics 55-35. Just at the end of the first quarter now between the Golden State Warriors and Chicago Bulls over on ESPN. It's Golden State leading 37-28 in the first quarter as well. The last score that we'll have for you before we send it back, Miami Heat just starting against the Atlanta Hawks, and that one is 5-2. Those are your scores here on the And One Halftime Scoreboard Show. We'll take another 2-minute break and send it back to Spencer and Nick for the second half, where it's Musselman leading Martinsburg 27-24. This is West Virginia High School basketball on WRNR. The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg has a brand new list of daily specials. Monday, stop on in for burger night or enjoy a nice juicy steak every Tuesday and Wednesday. The Palace Lounge also offers freshly steamed shrimp Thursdays and chef specials every Friday and Saturday. Sunday is all-day breakfast and there are drink specials daily too. So come enjoy the Palace Lounge. You can find them on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard. Are you considering selling your home and don't know where to start? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market and he's proven it as #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Phone Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams at 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together.
Need help learning how to manage your diabetes or nutrition education? The registered dietitians and certified diabetes educators at WVU Medicine will work with you to create a personalized plan to help you achieve your health and wellness goals. The diabetes and nutrition education team at WVU Medicine are certified experts in diabetes education, nutrition education, and diabetes self-care. The Diabetes and Nutrition Education Center, a department of Berkeley Medical Center, is located on Tavern Road in Martinsburg. For more info, call 304-596-6839.
Ever try to collect on an insurance claim? Perhaps a homeowner's claim, auto accident, or fire. Insurance companies collect money from you for protection should something bad happen. And when it does, they don't want to pay, or they offer too little. At Mansion Ferretti, we have an attorney who worked defending insurance companies and knows all the dirty tricks they play to deny or lowball your claim. Call us today for help in getting what you really deserve. Mansion Ferretti, when you need justice.
Welcome you back to Musselman High School as we begin this second half. Luke Fowler trying a corner three. It's off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Musselman. We begin this third quarter. 27-24. Appleman with the lead. Aiden Jackson sends that one into the baseline I don't know how to describe that. Padding?
Yeah. That's now, I believe, his third block on the night.
Yeah, he's been active on the defensive end and starting the second half as well. So the Bulldogs looking for a spark from Jackson, who's been that a lot this year for this team, as Klepner catches in the high post. Down low to Long, and Long finishes with the left hand underneath. Extend the lead out to 5 for the Appleman. Connor Long with 8 points.
And if you're Martinsburg, make good shot selection here. Control the ball, good shot selection.
Dow swings it to Fowler. Fowler ahead to Avion Blackwood. Blackwood drives in, can't get that shot to go. Fowler grabs the rebound, back to Fowler in the corner, and it's no good. Dow chases it down. He'll pull up for 3. That's short. Martinsburg taking a lot of threes, but they've only made 2 in the ball game. Adkins made 1 in the second quarter. Dow made 1 in the first quarter. And Martinsburg trails by 5 with 6.5 minutes to go in this third quarter. Klepner now with it for the Appleman. Over to Wolf. Wolf drives in, gets the shot over Jackson. Long with the offensive rebound. Can't get that one to go. Jackson secures it now for Martinsburg. Head to Blackwood on the left wing. Back to Dow. Dow over to Gaza in the corner. Gaza tries a 3-line drive shot. It's nothing but net for Cyril Gaza. He knocks down the triple. 7 points.
Maybe that's what Martinsburg needed to get back into this. Now they got to play good defense.
Schaefer over to Holmes now for 3. No good. Jackson underneath again grabs the rebound for the Dogs. Dow ahead to Blackwood. Blackwood one dribble to the rim and he gets fouled.
On Klepner.
I believe
just second.
Oh, it will be a shooting foul.
He was shooting.
I thought it might have been a little early on the whistle to be a shooting foul, but Blackwood now to the free throw line. 10 points for him. And he knocks down that free throw, give him 11. So 29-28. Musselman holding a 1-point lead. Avion Blackwood to tie. And it's in and out, no good. Rebounded by Long.
Aiden Jackson playing aggressive defense there. Missed it, though.
Schaefer behind the back up top. Attacks, swings it over to Holmes. Klepner step back. Thought about the 3. Now gets double teamed. Tight defense, and Holmes
is get it on Gaza.
Foul, or I think Coach Basil called timeout actually before there was a foul, so we'll take a 30-second break. Good timeout by Coach as Holmes was guarded tightly. And we'll return with more West Virginia High School boys basketball action after this.
A reputation for caring, a legacy of service. At Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, it's been our story since 1880. A family-owned business, we support the needs and wishes of families. We offer traditional services, as well as many options for cremation, customized remembrances, and pre-planning. Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations retains its family atmosphere and stays true to its roots. Contact us for advanced planning, or at your time of loss. We're here when you need us.
Welcome back to Klein Court. Musselman holding on to a 1-point lead over Martinsburg at 29-28. Appleman possession with 5:34 to go in this third quarter. Nick Verzolini alongside me is Spencer Dupuis. Our cameramen this evening are John Alderton and Harry Brown. And back in the studio, Colin McLaughlin and Avery Newport. As Trent Wolf swings it to Holmes. Holmes drives in for the Appleman. Now back to Wolf. Wolf setting up the offense. Over to Klepner. His three-pointer is too strong. Rebounded by Wolf as it ran right to him. Holmes for 3, and that's swish. Jordan Holmes finally gets on the board with his first 3 points of the ball game and extends the lead out to 4 for the Appleman. Fowler turns it over. Gaza recovers it, so it won't be a turnover. Over to Adkins now. Adkins pulls up for 3 to answer, and that's short, no good. Don't know about that shot for Jaron Adkins. Had a 3-on-3 fast break. Long underneath with the no-look from Wolf. Long finishes. And the basket interference. Connor Long has been great the last couple of games for Musselman. Actually going to call a foul there, so one will head to the free throw line. Connor now with 10 points. Now it was no foul, I believe. So it was basket interference. I was right the first time.
That's what it looked like initially to me.
Yeah, I believe Jackson hit the backboard going up for the block, but then everybody was lined up for the free throw, so wasn't sure there. Gaza over to Dow. Dow fights and gets the timeout call to maintain the possession. 34-28. Musselman leading with 4:25 to go in this third quarter. Take a 30-second break.
Remember that last trip to the auto mechanic?
I also think your solenoid gasket is bad.
What?
Yep, that'll be another $500.
Forget that and go to D&N Auto Specialist at 230 Tavern Road, Martinsburg, where honesty is their best policy. Serving the Eastern Panhandle since 1974, D&N Auto is family-owned and operated, specializing in exhaust alignments and tires. From general maintenance to major overhauls, they'll treat you right. Call D&N Auto Specialist at 304-267-4078.
Musselman High School, our third quarter presented to you on TV 10 by Kelly Allstate Insurance. For all of your insurance needs, call Gary Kelly at 304-263-4596 or stop by 724 Lakeview Drive in Martinsburg in Orsini's Home Store. Orsini's Home Store, not just an appliance store any longer. They're located at 360 Hack Wilson Way in Martinsburg, or online or Orsini's.com. Sutherland misses the baseline jumper. Fowler tries to put it back up and in, but it's blocked. Sutherland grabs the rebound, swings it to Gaza in the corner. Up top, Atkins, extra pass. Dow, three is short. Sutherland underneath, powers his way up. He can't get it to go. Rebounded by Wolf.
Definitely letting them play tonight are the refs. Definitely some non-calls that could have been called in games, but they're going to call that one.
Gaza picks up the foul on Wolf. 34-28. Musselman with the lead. A rivalry matchup here at Musselman High School. Wolf catches off the inbound. Guarded tightly by Adkins. Wolf attacks in the lane. Floater's no good. Rebounded by Sutherland for the Bulldogs. Sutherland ahead to Dow. Dow attacks, pulls up, elbow jumper on the way is short. Rebounded by Holmes. Holmes now in transition. Splits the defense. Doesn't get the foul calls. The ball goes out of bounds, and it will remain with the Applemen underneath. Trenton Wolf holding his left hip. Be forced to check out of the ball game. Branson will come in.
He is really hurting. Coach Vasil pushed him over to the trainer, so that's always good when here's a player you just want to be able to, shake it off and go back in the game. But obviously something could be serious over there.
Yeah, he took a hard fall on that foul by Gaza. And an and one here on the baseline as Gordon works his way to the rim and finishes.
All the momentum has swung to the Appleman side, and this game could be getting out of hand for Martinsburg.
Gordon airballs on the free throw, but 10 points for Gordon off the bench. Adkins over to Gaza. Gaza swings corner. Fowler three-pointer on the way is good.
That may have been what the Dogs needed to get back in this ball game. Now a 5-point game.
Luke Fowler from the left corner knocks down the triple. His first points of the game. 36-31, Musselman on top. Branson driving against Adkins, and a 5-second call. Wolf is going to hobble his way back into the ball game.
Yeah, still definitely not feeling 100%, but he's a gamer for sure.
Dow guarding Gordon. Or guarded by Gordon, over to Adkins in the corner. Adkins high post to Gaza. Gaza is always on the floor, and he calls a timeout. So Martinsburg using these timeouts to keep the possessions, but
burned 2 timeouts to do that.
Racking them up a little bit. So we'll take a 30-second timeout ourselves with 2:39 to go in this third quarter. Musselman with the 5-point lead.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg has a brand new list of daily specials. Monday, stop on in for burger night or enjoy a nice juicy steak every Tuesday and Wednesday. The Palace Lounge also offers freshly steamed shrimp Thursdays and chef specials every Friday and Saturday. Sunday is all-day breakfast and there are drink specials daily too. So come enjoy the Palace Lounge. You can find them on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard.
Welcome back to Musselman High School. The Applemen leading 36-31. Our timeouts presented to you by the Mirius Group and Ameriprise Financial Advisors, John Everson and Phil McCoy. Stop by 1270 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg or call 304-263-4343. 36-31, Musselman on top. Third quarter, 2:39 to go. Martinsburg basketball inbound to Dow. Down crosses half court. 1-3-1 defense for the Applemen. Adkins over to Gaza. Extra pass. Luke Fowler with the left-handed three-pointer from the left corner. It's no good. Wolf with another rebound. Wolf ahead to Branson on the right wing. High post, Woolston. Woolston, backdoor cut. Gordon, pump fakes, gets fouled by Fowler.
There was the hesitation there by Gordon that caused Fowler to run into him and caused the foul.
So Appleman will inbound on the baseline. Branson into Gordon. Gordon pulls up one dribble and one again. No, that time they're going to call the charge. Dow in perfect positioning underneath the basket to draw that charge. Dow kind of grabbing at his leg a little bit, but appears to be all right. 1-3-1 defense still for Musselman. 36-31, Appleman on top with about 2 minutes to go in the third. Fowler, extra pass to Dow. Fowler back to Dow, and this time a travel call. So Martinsburg turns it over with 1:58 to go in this third quarter. The Applemen take back over possession. And we've had kind of a little bit of a scoring drought for both teams.
Yeah, and Martinsburg's far from out of this. Just a 5-point ball game, but they need to get it back together headed into the fourth quarter.
Trenton Wolf with the dribble drive over to Holmes. He rises up for three. That's long, no good. Adkins tips it to Fowler. And the Bulldogs now with possession with 1:40 to go in the third. Dow crosses the timeline, splits the defense, attacks the basket, pump fakes in the lane, short on the floater. Woolston tipped it, but it tipped out of bounds and will be Martinsburg basketball.
Holmes now coming out again, and Klempner coming back in.
If I would have told you Jordan Holmes had,
I think 3 or 4, right?
What is it, 3 points? Yeah, 3 points in the third quarter with about 1:30 to go, and Musselman had a 5-point lead. You probably wouldn't believe me. Adkins pulls up for three, and he knocks it down. Jaron Adkins with the triple.
And Adkins is a sneaky good three-point shooter. He doesn't get a ton of minutes in the game, but when he does, he makes the most of those minutes.
Starting to get more and more as the season goes on. 2-point game here. Martinsburg trailing by 2. Jaron Adkins with 6 points off the bench for the Bulldogs. Gordon over to Kleppner. Now back to Wolf. Working against Adkins. 55 seconds to go in the third. Musselman pulls it out. Wolf attacks. Swings it to Kleppner in the corner. Back up top, Woolston. Woolston looks for Branson. Branson catches on the right wing. Adkins guarding tightly. Over to Wolf. I'm sorry, Gordon. Gordon drives baseline and a foul called underneath. Go against Luke Fowler.
That's his 4th foul. He's probably going to come out of the ballgame, and I think he is. They're going to put Noah Young in.
He's going to have to.
Noah Young, though, sneaky good three-point shooter himself.
So Young checks out. 33.9 seconds to go in the third. Gordon catches on the baseline, drives in, gets fouled, and converts again. Joseph Gordon, have yourself a night. 12 points heading back to the free throw line. And Musselman has built a 38-34 lead, and Gordon converts on the and one that time.
That was on Gaza. That's his third foul.
Noah Young catches. Into Gaza to the corner. Gaza splits the defense, attacks the basket, kicks it out Dow. Dow drives in, over to Adkins. His three-pointer. Bingo! Jaron Adkins with back-to-back triples. He has 9 points, and the Bulldogs trail by 2. 39-37, 8 seconds to go in the third. Wolf. Nearly turns it over. Gordon at the buzzer. Short. No good, and we'll head to the fourth quarter.
2-point
39, Martinsburg 37. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on WRNR. We're back in a minute.
This is Eric at Hagerstown Ford. Over the last decade, the way we buy things have evolved. Now, you get on your phone, click Want It, and it shows up at your front door. At Hagerstown Ford, it is that convenient. We've changed the car buying experience on the I-81 corridor forever. And with a return policy better than Walmart, there's absolutely no reason to buy a new or used car, truck, or SUV anywhere else. Just like Amazon, Hagerstown Ford will deliver the vehicle to you, where you are, and on your time. And if you don't want it, return it. No questions asked. Why waste your time at a car dealership playing the dumb back-and-forth games? Besides, we hate it more than you do. I assure you, no dealership from Winchester, Virginia to Washington, D.C. will beat our price. No dealership from Chambersburg, Pennsylvania to Baltimore, Maryland will beat our price. And no other dealership will allow you to return it if you don't want it. Hagerstown Ford absolutely provides the best experience at the best price. Visit HagerstownFord.com to schedule your VIP experience. Click on the vehicle you want and get your new ride delivered to you at no risk. See dealer for details.
Back to Musselman High School. Martinsburg with the 39-37 deficit as the Musselman Applemen with the lead in a good third quarter for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, 13-point quarter. 12 of those 13 points coming off the three ball, and we know Martinsburg loves the three ball.
Yeah, maybe relying on it a little bit too much. For Jaron Adkins, there were two big ones to end the quarter. And then Gaza hit one, Fowler hit one as well, but Luke Fowler now has 4 fouls, so we'll see. These are crucial minutes for guys like Noah Young and Adkins. Young trying to split the defense. He'll turn it over.
And that's where you miss a guy like Luke Fowler, because he's played a lot of minutes. Noah Young hasn't played a ton of minutes, so that's not something you typically get in practice.
Wolf. Over to Holmes at the top of the key. Back to Kleppner. Kleppner attacks the basket. Kleppner pulls up, elbow jumper in and out, no good. Tough shot. Gaza secures the rebound. Over to Adkins. Adkins thought about pulling up, swings it over to Dow. Dow, extra pass. Noah Young in the corner for 3. Long, an air ball rebounded by Kleppner underneath. Ahead to Gordon. Gordon in transition. Goes to the rack. Can't get the and one, but we'll head to the free throw line.
Yeah, Sutherland didn't get in position in time for that to be a charge.
Yeah, that's a tough foul. I mean, obviously, did get him with the body, but Gordon also kind of leaned in there to draw that contact, but he also has a right to the basket. As Gordon will head up for the free throw and knock that one down. Really good game for him. Past 2 times we've had Musselman on TV10 and WRNR. Joseph Gordon has been strong for the Apple. Double figures, I believe, in both those games.
Jason Gordon,
my bad. Is there a Joseph Gordon?
There's a Jacob Gordon, number 11.
That one banked in by Adkins.
Hey, I guess the bank's staying open tonight late. Adkins again, I think that's 9 points for him.
Gordon again to the rim. This time loses the ball. Dow in transition. 2-on-1 fast break. It's an air ball caught by Blackwood underneath. Blackwood powers it up and in. Been a while since we called his name in the scoring category. He had the 1 free throw in that third quarter. And Martinsburg regains the lead at 42-41. We'll take a 30-second break. This West Virginia High School boys basketball on WRNR.
Let's go! Drink some beers! Mountaineer Grill and Pub!
Mountaineer Grill and Pub offers many daily specials, including Trivia Night Monday, Karaoke Tuesday, Steak Night Wednesday and Sunday, Thursday night Boneless Wing Night, and on Friday and Saturday nights, there'll be a DJ and or karaoke. And remember, Monday through Friday, happy hour, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m., $2 domestic bottles and $2.50 domestic drafts.
Let's go! Drink some beers! Mountaineer Grill and Pub!
Welcome you back to Musselman High School. Our fourth quarter presented to you on TV 10 by Brown Funeral Home and Cremations. Robert Fields and Sons, a family-owned full-service funeral home in Martinsburg, Inwood, and Charlestown. Ranson proudly serving the area since 1880s. And Ollie's VIP Northside, the best local spot to catch sports or hang out with friends. Stop by 36 Veronica Drive in Martinsburg. Ollie's VIP will see you for the game. So the Bulldogs have battled back to take a 42-41 lead with 6.5 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. Nick Verzolini, Spencer Dupuis, happy to have you with us for this rivalry matchup.
This is the type of EPAC matchup you want on a Friday night.
Our cameramen this evening, John Alderton and Harry Brown. Back in the studio, Colin McLaughlin and Avery Newport. Gordon to inbound. Over to Holmes. Brandon Holmes. Over to Wolf.
They're going to get Blackwood with a reacher.
And kind of riding that left arm of Wolf, and now 1-1. Musselman will head to the free throw line.
And it's early. It is early here in this fourth quarter. And this same thing happened in the second quarter. Martinsburg just is fouling way too much. That might lose the game for them.
Part of that aggressive defense that Coach Rogers wants to play. That's the third personal on Blackwood. And Wolf knocks down the free throw. Wolf of his first points of the second half.
Tied up again here.
Now with 5 points in the ball game. Wolf lines up the second free throw. And can't get it to go. Rebounded by Adkins underneath. Dow over to Adkins, now back to Dow. Over to Blackwood. Adkins turns it over.
Sloppy pass.
Gordon off the bounce. He lost it. Dow got a hand in there, took it away. Dow ahead to Barclay. 3-on-2 fast break. Barclay, the Euro step with the block. Is that Cal Klettner getting up there?
No, that's Connor Long.
Okay, that makes more sense. The big fella.
Now foul on Martinsburg, 1-1 the other way. On Barclay.
That'll be his second. Wolf now it's back to the free throw line in a tied ball game at 42. And he knocks that one down.
And the crucial time in the ball game to make free throws. And if you can make them, could be the margin in the ball game.
43-42. This one is up and good. 44-42. Musselman on top. 5:57 to go, and now Klettner gets the steal. Cal Klettner to the rim. Dow knocks it away. Blackwood now in transition. 3-on-2 fast break again for the Dogs. Adkins corner three short. Rebounded by Gaza. Adkins again. No good. Rebounded by Joseph Gordon. Ahead to Jordan Holmes, and Holmes puts it up and in.
You could have called a foul on that one, but again, ref's not blowing the whistle unless it's definitely a foul.
Dow pulls up. His shot is rejected by Holmes. Barclay, Blackwood, extra pass. Up top to Dow, 46-42, Musselman leading. Crowd into it here at Klein Court. High post Gaza, spin move in the lane, rejected by Connor Lawn again. Ball rolling around on the ground. Gordon and Dow dive for it. Martinsburg gets possession. Taken away by Klettner. Ahead to Gordon. Back to Klettner. Nice move in the lane, but he comes up short on the layup. Holmes at the follow, no good. And the ball goes out of bounds.
Coach Basile is calling the crowd. And this place is getting loud.
Yeah, both teams going back and forth in this ball game.
Hey, Nick, this is EPAC basketball.
This is EPAC hoops at its finest this evening. Holmes with the ball at the top of the key. Down low to Connor Long working against Gaza. The 6'6" Long, nice spin move, bakes it off the glass and in.
And if you're watching on TV 10, you see Coach Basile basically doing jumping jacks.
Fowler up top to Dow. Dow to Gaza. Corner three for Luke Fowler, no good. Blackwood grabs the rebound. Floater in the lane, in and out. But a foul call.
And they could have called it over the back foul, but they didn't on the other end just a few moments ago. So I'm assuming they're going to call it the same way here tonight. And these are crucial free throws. If you're Blackwood, you need to hit both of these. Keep your team in the ball game.
In and out on the first one. It's been kind of a tough fourth quarter for the Bulldogs. Just 5 points. Martinsburg, second free throw for Blackwood is good. 13 points for Avion Blackwood. Musselman still leading by 5 at 48-43. Plenty of time though, 4:15 to go in this fourth quarter. Wolf slows things down for the Applemen as he crosses half court. High post Long. Long head fakes. Hands it off to Holmes. Holmes guarded tightly by Gaza. Wolf is pressured and Dow is going to be called for a foul. That will send Wolf back to the free throw line. He'll shoot 1 and 1.
And again, they're about to give them 2 shots here if they foul again, and they're going to foul again. And it's just the kind of game that Coach Rogers wants his team to play, but it comes back to hurt you, haunt you late in the ball game.
The 4th foul on Dow. Wolf misses the 1 and 1. Jackson tips it around. Gordon put back, no good. Jackson grabs the rebound that time. Gaza and to Dow in transition. Dow over to Fowler. Tough shooting night for the Bulldogs. Blackwood splits the D again. Long with the block.
I mean, Long's had like 5 blocks in the last 5 minutes.
Gordon, turns it over. And it will be Martinsburg basketball. Cyril Gaza through his hands after the pass back from Dow. Holmes now in transition. Holmes finishes. Makes it 50-43. And another Martinsburg timeout. The Applemen extending the lead out to 7. We'll take a 30-second break. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on WRNR.
Laura. Hey, Laura. What's with the sunglasses? Ouch.
The word is spreading. Bechtel Jewelers is home to some dangerously brilliant diamonds.
See the difference at Bechtel Jewelers in Inwood. Sunglasses not included.
Welcome back to Musselman High School. Good ball game, 50-43. The Musselman Applemen leading the Martinsburg Bulldogs late in this fourth quarter. Martinsburg burning a timeout. They'll have possession of the ball, but have struggled offensively in this fourth quarter. For the Bulldogs, just now 6 points in the fourth. Heading into this quarter, Martinsburg trailed by 2 at 39-37. But it's been a much better third quarter for Musselman.
An 11-point fourth quarter so far.
Fourth quarter, I should say.
11-point fourth quarter by the Applemen so far.
Adkins catches on the right wing, back to Dow. Gaza working against Long. High post, Blackwood splits the defense, reach and foul. Just the 4th team foul on Musselman, and probably a good one because it looked like Blackwood was going to get to the rim. Fowler inbound.
Yeah, it's a third one on Klepner.
Adkins over to Dow. Dow drives in, swings it to Adkins for his corner three, and that's good. Jaron Adkins again.
It's got 9+, right?
That is now 12 for Jaron Adkins.
All threes.
50-46. Musselman leading by 4. 2:52 to go in the fourth quarter and counting. Trenton Wolf attacks the basket, pulls it back out, swings it to Holmes. Holmes guarded tightly by Gaza. Over to Gordon.
TV10 EPAC Classic going on here.
Musselman content to hold the basketball. And a foul away from the ball against Long. Trying to get separation from Fowler. That's the third. Wolston will come in.
And again, that could be a momentum swinger.
Yeah, Connor Long's been great.
I mean, he's had 3 to 5 blocks. I can't even keep track during this fourth quarter.
12 points for Long as well. Fowler over to Adkins. Now back to Fowler. His corner three on the way is short. Rebounded by Gaza. Gaza puts it back up and in, and the foul. 50-48. Cyril Gaza can make it a 1-point game.
And this is EPAC basketball right here. This is an EPAC, probably an all-timer in EPAC basketball right now. 2-point ball game. Now a 1-point ball game. He makes the and one.
50-49. Musselman leading with 2:13 to go. Back at fourth action here at Klein Court.
I'm running out of space for nominees that I'm writing down for the moment of the game. I think I'm on page 3 now.
We might see a game winner, so if that happens, I think you got your moment of the game. 50-49, 2 minutes to go. Wolf over to Holmes. Holmes guarded tightly by Gaza. Thought he had a foul call, but nothing was called, no whistle. Klepner underneath. Back up top to Wolf. Minute 45 to go. Musselman content to hold for a good shot here. Luke Fowler guarding closely. Gaza over to Holmes. Fowler has 4 fouls. He cannot foul out.
And he does.
I think he just did. That will be his
and he
fifth.
knows it too.
And it will send Jordan Holmes to the free throw line as well. So Barclay will come in. It's kind of a tough night for Luke Fowler shooting the basketball. Not his typical numbers, just 3 points. He's had some good looks that just haven't gone. And now he's fouled out. And anytime you foul out too, it's tough to get into the rhythm. Holmes knocks down that free throw. Jordan Holmes tonight.
Relatively quiet. But
better in the second half, as he has 7 points now. I'll give him 8 actually. This to make it 9 for Holmes. He didn't score a lot against Preston. Only scored 8 points. Connor Long led the way, and Holmes knocks down that one as well. And as Coach Basil said, they're going to need more balance if they want to win. Adkins gets fouled up top.
It's going to be 1-1. It's the 7th foul.
52-49. Musselman leading by 3. Jaron Adkins to the free throw line. A good shooter. Doesn't get to the line much because usually he's chucking from deep.
That's Holmes' 3rd foul here with a minute 26 left.
Adkins spins the ball, lines up the free throw, and knocks it down. 52-50. Adkins can make it a 1-point game with a minute 26 to go in this fourth quarter. Musselman leading now by just 1. As Adkins converts both. 14 points for Jaron Adkins tonight. 52-51. Musselman with the lead. Good trap by the Bulldogs. Gordon ahead to Wolf. Wolf crosses just in time. Minute 17. Down low to Gordon. Gordon attacks the basket. Gordon kicks it out. Throws it away. taken away by Gaza. Gaza in transition to the rim in the finish. And Martinsburg regains the lead at 53-52 with a minute to go.
Wow, just wow. Martinsburg making the comeback.
Coach Basil takes a timeout. The Bulldogs lead by 1 with 59 seconds to go in this fourth quarter. We'll take a 30-second break. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on WRNR.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Welcome you back to Musselman High School. The Bulldogs with the 53-52 lead over Musselman. It will be Musselman possession out of the timeout. Our timeouts presented to you by the Mirius Group and Ameriprise Financial Advisors John Everson and Phil McCoy. Stop by 1270 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg or call 304-263-4343. So Martinsburg leads by 1. It'll be interesting to see how Musselman elects to play this. 59 seconds, a lot of time.
Hey, Nick, I got a notification on my Apple Watch that my heart rate's elevated.
You need to calm down, Benson.
It's a crazy game.
You're not on the court. You got nothing invested in this one other than just good basketball. Calvin Kleppner will bring it across half court.
Martinsburg can't give up the 3. They're up 1.
Holmes, Kleppner, into Wolf. Wolf attacks. Oh, just rolled off the rim. Sutherland grabs the rebound. Ahead to Dow.
And if he would have looked up, he would have seen Blackwood streaking down the baseline, down the side of the court. Could have thrown it to him and for an easy layup.
But made the safe pass. Dow will head to the free throw line. Martinsburg leading by 1. Dow in this ball game has not traveled to the line. He's also
another timeout.
As Basil will take a timeout, we'll keep it here. He's also had kind of a rough night shooting the basketball. Just 3 points for Camarion Dow, who is this team's second leading scorer at 12.3 points per game. So it's been a weird game, Spencer. While it's been very competitive, the guys that we probably highlighted the most in the pregame really haven't had that much of an impact. Dow has 3 points. Blackwood's shown up with his 14 points. But then it's been Jaron Adkins leading the way for Martinsburg with 14. And then on the Musselman side of things, really Gordon and Long have led the way. Holmes has emerged as of late.
Yeah, but to begin the game didn't do much. And now he was one of my players to look out for, along with Luke Fowler.
Who's fouled
out. Not a typical night here in EPAC basketball, but it's a great one.
Yeah,
Coming down to the wire.
You got to love, too, kids that aren't necessarily the star players stepping up and playing well for their teams.
I mean, Atkins has, 14 now?
Yeah, and Gordon has 15.
At least.
Both those guys coming off the bench.
Yeah.
Connor Long also tonight with 12 points, coming off of a 17-point game against Preston County to help lead Musselman to that victory on Wednesday. Adkins will inbound from the baseline.
Wait, why are they inbounding? I thought he fouled him.
That's a good question. Wolf.
And now Musselman can
over
win the
to
game.
Holmes. 28 seconds. And
I thought there
foul
was a
called
foul
on the baseline.
Call. I guess they called a timeout before the foul.
Maybe Martinsburg called timeout?
My only assumption here is they called a timeout before the foul was being called.
Because obviously Musselman can't call timeout because they didn't have possession. So that must have been it. Holmes to the line, and he knocks down the first. That will tie this game up at 53 with 28 seconds to go in the ball game. That one gives Musselman the lead, and now we have a timeout. Let's take a 30-second break. 54-53. Musselman leading Martinsburg. We're back in 30.
Life can get in the way these days. We all know that. Work commitments, social commitments, volunteer commitments, family commitments. You put your heart into all of it. You've got enough to worry about already. Your roof shouldn't be one of those things. Everything should just work. But when your roof is in need of an upgrade, you shouldn't have to worry about that either. Modern Renovations, your four-state roofing solution. Reminding you that home is where the heart really is.
Welcome back to Musselman High School. The Applemen leading the Bulldogs in what's been a great ball game, 54-53. 28 seconds to go in this fourth quarter. It's Martinsburg possession off the inbound. Been a very competitive game. Musselman led at halftime, 27-24. Led at the end of the third quarter as well, 39-37. And now lead here with 28 seconds to go in this fourth quarter, 54-53. Regaining the lead with the two Holmes free throws right after Martinsburg took the lead at 53-52. So the Bulldogs will inbound. Adkins will inbound it. Dow and Blackwood in the half court, or in the back court, I should say. See how Martinsburg plays this with now 24 seconds to go in the ball game. Dow up top. Musselman crowd chanting defense. 15 seconds. Dow off the Sutherland screen, runs into a wall, throws it up, and they're going to call a travel.
What? I don't know about that. Taking the game out of the player's hands on that one.
Could see charge.
Yeah.
I didn't see travel there initially. But again, didn't have the best angle. Did have the official in my viewing area.
If you're Martinsburg, you got to foul at this point, right?
Yeah, got a foul here.
And then they go to the free throw line. It
They'll
could be a
shoot
3-point game.
Woolston might be the right guy to foul. He's a bigger guy, so usually big guys aren't great free throw shooters, but I don't have the numbers in front of me, unfortunately.
That's Sutherland's fourth foul.
So 12 seconds. If you're Martinsburg, you need at least one miss here. Well, either way you can tie, but if you want to play for the win, you need one miss. And the first one is no good.
And you don't have any timeouts left. So this is a critical point in the game where you get the timeout and strategize, but you don't have the timeout left. That could be key here.
Woolston misses the second as well. 1 point game, 10 seconds. Martinsburg's got to go quickly. Adkins, head fakes. Over to Sutherland. Sutherland for the win. No good. Rebounded by Musselman. Klepner clears it. And the Applemen beat the Bulldogs in an absolute classic 54-53 here at Klein Court.
And Coach Basile is running up in the stands. What a crazy game here at Inwood tonight. That was got to be an all-time classic here on TV 10.
A great rivalry between these two teams. The Applemen win at 54-53 as Musselman storms the court and now will line up to shake hands.
And for Martinsburg, the season's not over. You look down, you see Jess Sutherland. He knew he had the last shot, on his hands, and he missed it, and he's not too happy about that. But this isn't the end of the road. It's the beginning of the season, the beginning of EPAC play, really. We still got a month and a half to go before sectionals play.
Oh, yeah. These two teams will meet again during this season, and it should be another good one as this heated rivalry continues. But we got a 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, we'll have the Palace Lounge post-game show. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on WRNR and TV 10.
This is Eric at Hagerstown Ford. Over the last decade, the way we buy things have evolved. Now, you get on your phone, click Want It, and it shows up at your front door. At Hagerstown Ford, it is that convenient. We've changed the car buying experience on the I-81 corridor forever. And with a return policy better than Walmart, there's absolutely no reason to buy a new or used car, truck, or SUV anywhere else. Just like Amazon, Hagerstown Ford will deliver the vehicle to you, where you are, and on your time. And if you don't want it, return it. No questions asked. Why waste your time at a car dealership playing the dumb back-and-forth games? Besides, we hate it more than you do. I assure you, No dealership from Winchester, Virginia to Washington, D.C. will beat our price. No dealership from Chambersburg, Pennsylvania to Baltimore, Maryland will beat our price. And no other dealership will allow you to return it if you don't want it. Hagerstown Ford absolutely provides the best experience at the best price. Visit HagerstownFord.com to schedule your VIP experience. Click on the vehicle you want and get your new ride delivered to you at no risk. See dealer for details.
It's now time for the post-game show. Our broadcast team will break down the final stats, look at final scores from around the state, and look ahead to upcoming broadcasts. Today's game is brought to you by
the Sutton and Janelle Law Firm, Ollie's VIP, Milestone Realty, the Palace Lounge, the Mountaineer Grill and Pub, Cody's Auto Body, Modern Renovations, D&N Auto, Home Helpers of the Panhandle, Johnny's Express.
And now let's send it back to our Talk Radio WRNR TV 10 broadcast team for the post-game show.
Welcome you back here on the Palace Lounge post-game show. The Martinsburg Bulldogs fall in this one to the Musselman Applemen 54-53. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Spencer Dupuis, here on the post-game show. Brought to you by the Palace Lounge on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg with a full lunch and dinner menu with daily specials and a clean, comfortable atmosphere. Check out the menu on the Palace Lounge Facebook page. We'll recap the numbers for you for both teams. As we'll go over first for the Musselman Applemen, leading the way tonight was Gordon with his 15 points, 12 for Connor Lawn, 11 for Holmes, and then 7 for Trenton Wolf, 3 for Klettner, and 2 for Woolston to help them get to 53 tonight. And then for Martinsburg, wasn't your typical leaders, as Dow had 3, Jackson had 2, 12 for Gaza, 3 for Luke Fowler, off night for him. Avion Blackwood scores 14, and Barkley had was scoreless tonight. Atkins with a total of 17 points for the Bulldogs for Jaron Adkins. And then Jess Sutherland with 2. So those were your game stats, brought to you by Bechtel Jewelers, West Virginia's largest Pandora retailer, located on Route 11 South in Inwood, taking care of you like nobody's business. And Spencer, great ball game here tonight between these two teams.
Definitely, and as I mentioned at the end of the game, that's a TV 10 classic right there. We haven't been around too long, but that was a heck of a ball game, and definitely an EPAC, a great EPAC clash tonight, and got some final scores from around the area.
Colin will take care of that. But not the only close game in the EPAC tonight. I'll leave it at that. Tease it a little bit. All right, I like it. So we'll take another 2-minute break, and then we'll wrap things up here from Musselman High School. The Applemen victorious over the Bulldogs, 54-53. We're back in 2 minutes here on the Palace Lounge postgame show.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Life can get in the way these days. We all know that. Work commitments, social commitments, volunteer commitments, family commitments. You put your heart into all of it. You've got enough to worry about already. Your roof shouldn't be one of those things. Everything should just work. But when your roof is in need of an upgrade, you shouldn't have to worry about that either. Modern Renovations, your 4-state roofing solution, reminding you that home is where the heart really is.
Let's go! Drink some beers! Mountaineer Grill and Pub!
Conveniently located right off 81 at 214 Mid-Atlantic Parkway, Mountaineer Grill and Pub offers many daily specials, including happy hour 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. with $2 domestic bottles and $2.50 domestic drafts. Monday night is trivia night, Thursday night is wing night, and Wednesday and Sunday night is steak night.
Let's go! Drink some beers! Mountaineer Grill and Pub.
Laura. Hey, Laura. What's with the sunglasses? Ouch!
The word is spreading. Bechtel Jewelers is home to some dangerously brilliant diamonds.
See the difference at Bechtel Jewelers in Inwood. Sunglasses not included.
Back to Klein Court after a great ball game between the Musselman Applemen and the Martinsburg Bulldogs. The Applemen victorious tonight, 54-53 over Martinsburg. So a great ball game between these two teams, and we'll wrap things up here on the Palace Lounge post-game show. We'll get Spencer's awards and then kind of final thoughts on this ball game. And we'll start, Spencer, with your rejection of the game. Brought to you by Cody's Body Shop. And this player probably had a few rejections of the game.
There was I'm going to go back and watch this game, and I'll tell you on the Sports Mix next week how many blocks there were in this game. I feel like there was easily 10-plus blocks in this game.
Yeah.
But it was hard to decide, but ultimately Connor Long had, as you mentioned, quite a few blocks, and it's hard to just pick one of those blocks.
Yeah, I guess if you were to pick one, it'd probably be the one late.
Yeah.
On, I guess it was Gaza. Yeah, Gaza going to the rim, and Long had that big block there, and that led to a foul. I don't believe Musselman converted from the line, but it's a good block, and that was your rejection of the game. Brought to you by Cody's Body Shop at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg. Family-owned, offering superior customer service and great pricing for a job done by experienced certified technicians. Call 304-901-4777 or visit their Facebook page. All right, Spencer, your moment of the game brought to you by Parsons Ford.
My moment of the game, oddly enough, so I'm writing down moments as they happen because, again, this game's so close. There's anything in the latter half of the game potentially could be the moment that it swings the other way and goes one way or another. But it's got to go to Jordan Holmes tonight. 4 for 4 late in free throws, including to put his team up with 131 left, 52-49, and then again to put him up as it would withstand to be the final score with 28.3 seconds left as they went up 54-53.
All right, that's your moment of the game, brought to you by Parsons Ford, located at 1400 Shepherdstown Road and online at parsonsfordofmartinsburg.com. They became number one by making you number one first. And then finally, Spencer, your WVU Medicine Player of the Game. Who you got for us? A lot of good nominees, I think.
Yeah, a lot of good nominees. It's got to go to Gordon. Had 15 points tonight. Came off the bench. If he didn't come off the bench to score 15 points, Musselman wouldn't have won the game tonight.
Yeah, and they needed him, especially in that first half when Jordan Holmes
it has a slow start.
Held scoreless in the first half. Gordon provides them 8 points and then 15 total tonight. So Joseph Gordon, our player of the game, brought to you by WVU Medicine, Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers, leading healthcare.
Jason Gordon.
Jason? Where did I get Joseph from?
There's Jacob Gordon's his brother.
I don't know why I want to call him
I
Joseph.
think his brother. Can't confirm that.
I would presume.
But number 22 is Jason Gordon.
Jason Gordon.
6'1" forward.
Got it now.
Yeah.
I'll remember next time. I apologize to Gordon.
Musselman, though, tonight improves to 6-2 and 2-1 in the EPAC.
But your WVU Medicine Player of the Game brought to you by WVU Medicine, Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers, leading healthcare here and everywhere. So Musselman, once again, with the victory tonight, 54-53 over the Martinsburg Bulldogs. And good win for the Applemen to improve down to 6-2. Martinsburg will fall to 4-3 with the loss. And we'll have more Bulldog basketball action later on this week, Spencer.
Yeah, next week, Tuesday, Broadfording Christian Academy. You and I will be there. And then a big week for Martinsburg because we'll have, I believe, next Friday night we'll have the game. And then we're traveling to Morgantown for the Morgantown High School game on Saturday. So I think I could be wrong, but I think 3 Martinsburg games next week.
That sounds right. I believe we have 4 games in total, don't we?
Here, I got you right now. Let me look this up here. So today is what? Where are we at?
Today is Friday.
The 14th. Okay.
Correct.
So Martinsburg at Broadfording Christian Academy, Tuesday. Friday, Martinsburg at Spring Mills. And then Saturday, Martinsburg at Morgantown.
All right, so 3 games coming up, presuming snow doesn't affect us too much. But with that, we will say good night, everyone, and enjoy this ball game. Musselman with the win once again, 54-53 over Martinsburg. We'll see you Tuesday, hopefully Monday, for the Sports Mix if snow is not too bad. And then we'll wrap things up. So for John Alderton, Harry Brown, Colin McLaughlin, Avery Newport, and Spencer Dupuis, I'm Nick Verzolini. Say so long, everyone.
Shout out to the sponsors.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is prevent, promote, protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
Whether you're heading to a high school, college, or professional football game, Johnny's has all your tailgating go-tos. Delicious wings, meatballs, shrimp, burgers, and dogs. Plus, Johnny's has everything you need to serve it all up. Party trays, utensils, plates, cups, and more. Stop by either of our 2 great locations, 1456 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, and Route 11 South in Chambersburg.
Mayhem is everywhere.
I'm your new bangs, and you can't stop staring at me. That's it. Just tilt the rearview mirror over here. And while you're checking me out more times than a library book, your car is wandering into that lane over there. More bangs? Neat. And if you've got cut rate insurance, you can be paying for this yourself. So get Allstate.
Call Martinsburg Allstate agent Gary Kelly today at 304-263-4596.
The Honda HR-V, CR-V, Pilot, Passport, and Ridgeline. They all have one thing in common. They never back off from a challenge. Available with all-wheel drive, the Honda SUV lineup has the performance you can count on and the capability to amaze. That's why we're America's most loved auto brand.
CMA's Honda of Winchester, 3985 Valley Pike. CMA, moving lives forward.
2021 American Customer Satisfaction Index ACSI survey of customers rating the performance of their own automobiles.
Welcome into the And One post-game scoreboard show here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10, as well as WRNR TV on YouTube. Colin McLaughlin, happy to have you here. What a great game that was just on hand. The Musselman-Appleman win at home by a final score of 54-53 over the Martinsburg Bulldogs. As this And One scoreboard show brought to you by Home Helpers Home Care of Martinsburg, serving the tri-state area, giving care the way you want to be cared for. Learn more by calling 304-433-8000. All right, let's get down to the nitty-gritty and look at some other scores around the Eastern Panhandle. Stick into the EPAC. It is the Jefferson Cougars boys basketball team remaining undefeated with a big win in the Jefferson County rivalry over the Washington Patriots by a final score of 88-49. So Jefferson, again, remains undefeated on the season, the best team, it looks like, in the state of West Virginia. As for the number 2 team in the state, it was an upset. The second straight loss for the Hedgesville Eagles. The Spring Mills Cardinals on the road come back from down at the half. It was at halftime. Let me look here as I have to shuffle my papers around that you can hear. At the half, it was a score of 22-13. So Hedgesville was up by 9. Spring Mills wins 48-46 over Hedgesville. Thank you to Mark Salfia, the athletic director at Spring Mills, as well as the Jefferson football head coach Craig Hunter for reporting those final scores into us here at Talk Radio WRNR. Appreciate everybody helping us out throughout the EPAC. Another score not in the EPAC but an Eastern Panhandle team. It is the Berkeley Springs Indians getting a win against the Petersburg Vikings by a final score of 66-43, and that one over in Morgan County. Let's look at some NCAA men's basketball scores as number 7 Purdue beats Nebraska 92-65. Purdue now 14-2 overall, 3-2 in the Big Ten. Nebraska falls to 6-12 overall, still winless in Big Ten play. 0-7 now for the Cornhuskers. 13:27 to go in the first half. Number 25, Illinois, the Fighting Illini, in a low-scoring affair with the Michigan Wolverines. It's only 8-6, 7 minutes so far in that first half. Let's look at some NBA scores now. Just have to refresh my page, make sure everything's accurate. 2:15 to go in the fourth quarter. It is the Magic now leading Charlotte 112-101. The Orlando Magic trying to get its 8th win of the year. What has been an absolute disaster for them as they're 7-35 overall, but now up 114-101. Other game going on, 4:55 to go in the fourth quarter. To the Toronto Raptors trailing the Detroit Pistons 91-78. So the Pistons, another team not having a great year. They're 9-31 overall, but winning tonight when it matters most. The Phoenix Suns are leading the Indianapolis Pacers with 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, 106-92. So Phoenix, it looks like, will improve to 32-9 on the year. 1:43 to go in the fourth. It is the 76ers leading the Boston Celtics 107-96. 2:57 to go in the third period. The Golden State Warriors dominating the Chicago Bulls 99-68 after a absolute butt whooping in the second quarter. Golden State 41 points in the second quarter to Chicago's 19. At the half, the Atlanta Hawks and Miami Heat are in a high-scoring game. It is 70-64 at the half. Jimmy Butler and Trae Young with 15 points each. In the second quarter, 6:52 to go, and it is the Cleveland Cavaliers leading the San Antonio Spurs 47-38. Only 2 other games that will be going on in the NBA tonight as the Dallas Mavericks take on the Memphis Grizzlies at 10 p.m. and the Houston Rockets go up against the Sacramento Kings at 10 o'clock as well. That's going to wrap things up here on Talk Radio WRNR TV 10. One more time for you, for those of you just tuning in. Final scores here in the Eastern Panhandle for high school boys basketball. Musselman beats Martinsburg 54-53, as you just heard here on our airwaves. Spring Mills upsets Hedgesville 48-46. Jefferson dominates Washington 88-49. Until next week, when we have a whole bunch of games on slate, a total of 4 high school games that you won't want to miss. Tune in to the Sports Mix, hopefully on Monday, depending on the snow, to hear what games we'll have on hand for you. I believe the first one's Tuesday, when the boys basketball team from Martinsburg's back in action in Hagerstown, taking on Broadfording Christian Academy. I'm Colin McLaughlin signing off. This has been West Virginia High School Basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
You've been listening to West Virginia High School Basketball. Today's game has been brought to you by
the Berkeley County Health Department, Bechtel Jewelers, Brown's Funeral Homes and Cremations, Hagerstown Ford, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, Gary Kelly Allstate Insurance, CMA Honda, the Mirius Group of Financial Advisors, Orsini's Home Store, Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, Smallwood and Small Insurance, and WVU Medicine, Berkeley Medical Center, and Jefferson Medical Center.
For the continued excitement of high school, college, and NBA basketball, keep it tuned to Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg. All rights reserved.